All right, so we're recording tonight's July team call. I'm so excited you all are here again. Like, I'm so thankful for all of you that I see on here live tonight because we're still part of our holiday weekend, and I totally appreciate it. And I considered moving our call to next week, but I was like, I don't think I can do that. We're on the brink of a launch. Like, we're on the eve of a launch, and I want to talk all about our launch of 645 tonight. And so I'm like, you know what? If people can make it, they can make it. And if not, we'll rock the replay. And so I want you to make sure that as soon as this is done uploading tonight, I will upload it to YouTube, share it to the team page, that you guys make sure that you share it on your team pages and with your coaches so that they can grab this and watch it, because I think tonight's going to be really awesome. I think all of our team calls we only have our team calls the first Monday of every single month, because all of our other Mondays, I want you to spend time with growing your business, with your teams, with your coaches, mentoring your clients, mentoring your coaches. And so we're only meeting once a week or once a month for that reason. So you can go ahead and put the first Monday of August at 8 p.m. on your calendars, because you can count on it. We'll be here together. And I do firmly believe in showing up live as much as you can. I know there's so much energy and there's so much excitement that comes from being on live. And I know we all have so much going on, but making that a priority is always so important. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get my screen share going here, and we're going to get this started. Okay. So share my screen, and I'm going to pull up, and I'll download all of these slides and share them to the team page when we're done tonight. So, I mean, you can always take screenshots. Taking notes is awesome. I firmly believe in taking notes. But, oh wait, hold on. I want to do something else real quick. Hold on. We're on the last slide instead of the first slide. Okay. But just get ready. This is going to be good. Okay. So I'm going to kind of take us back. I'm totally a believer in making sure our vision is clear about where we're going and why we're sharing what we're talking about tonight. We started our year of 2021 making waves, and we're still making waves, right? We're still out there sending our invites, we're showing up, we're changing our own lives, helping other people change theirs, and that's making waves that are creating this giant tsunami. But we're ready to almost, if you can imagine yourself opening your wings, right, your arms as wings, and now you're soaring above that water, going even further, climbing that mountain. That's what we're doing this summer, is we are soaring. And we are still making an impact with changing lives. We're still building our teams. We're still inviting people to be part of this total solution with us, but we are soaring into this summer and all summer long. We talked last month about how the summer is crazy because it's a season, right? It's a season for us that we all look so forward to. And we're in this season where people are getting back together again, and the season where we're traveling again, and we're with our families again. And we have a lot going on, but we don't want to sleep on any of these huge, awesome launches that are happening this summer in our business. We have a chance, when other people are home and other people are on social media a little bit more because they feel the freedom of summer and the time of summer, that they're watching you and your journey. And so we don't want to sleep on any of these opportunities. And I think now more than ever, leading by example and being real and authentic on your journey is going to take you so far. And we're going to be able to do so much of that with this launch. But remembering in June when we met together and we were talking about soaring and what that meant, I asked you where you wanted to be when the year finished, because we're really halfway finished with the year 2021. And I asked you, how were you going to soar as a coach in the next 6 months, and what that looks like to soar, and how it feels when you're soaring and you're on top of your game and you're on top of your business, you're on top of your personal journey, and why that matters to you. And you know, so many of you wrote that down and so many of you shared that. And so we talked about these milestones that are coming up, because for me, I like to have a milestone to work towards, because that gives me an end date. It gives me a goal that's like, I can see it right there. And our first milestone that we talked about was Summit. And Summit is happening. Like, we are less than 2 weeks away from the Team Beachbody Coach Summit. And while we would all rather be together in person, we're all getting together virtually, and a lot of us in small groups of coaches. I'm so excited to go to Fort Myers Beach with a huge group of our coaches. And I know many of you are getting together in other places. And if you're not getting together, then maybe get together. Okay. Like find a couple of coaches that you can attend Summit with for a couple of days, where you meet up in your homes, or you meet up in the park, or you meet up somewhere where you guys can take in Summit. But if you're not yet registered to attend or watch Summit, please do that. It's totally free. Never, ever again will you probably be able to attend Summit for free. So this is your chance to be able to make sure that you can do that. You just go to coachsummit.com and you register, and it's totally free, and you'll have access to all of the Summit events. I want to direct your attention to our team page, Fit Fighter Nation. We are going to have a post-Summit recap with some of our coaches who do spend a lot of time taking in Summit to be able to share that with you. So make sure you check the team page for that event. But the Monday after Summit, I believe that is the 19th, we will be having a post-Summit recap, and it'll be live on our team page. It won't be a Zoom that you come to. It'll be live on our team page that you guys can join in later, or at that time, maybe on your lunch break, and you can listen to all the huge announcements and all the takeaways from some of our coaches from Summit. So it'll be really exciting. But I just want to be that voice in your head that says, are you registered? And are you planning to make Summit a priority for yourself? Because it's very important that you do so. Summit was a pivotal moment for me. And I think whether you're attending it with other coaches or you're attending it by yourself, it's still going to be a pivotal event for you. It's where I saw the big picture of Beachbody and what we are part of. And I started dreaming really, really big with my business. And I hope that you all take advantage of this and you don't sleep on it. Something else I don't want you to sleep on is our team's first live event for the year. Okay. We have not been together as a team in so long, and we've planned this incredible and remarkable event for you. Our early bird ticket sales have ended, but the ticket sales are still open, and we still have some seats available for you all. We can't fit the entire team in the room, but everyone that can and that is able to make it happen, we want you to be in the room, because this is something that is going to make a huge impact for you, especially those of you who are new coaches who have not gotten to go to a live event. And those of you who are veteran coaches that know that everything is all about being in the room, and that's what this is all about. And so we're going to get together. We've rented a room at the Ritz, and we have a full lineup. Beachbody Corporate will be there. One of our awesome teammates and Instagram experts, Emily Schwabach, will be there. And more than that, we will be there. There's going to be a workout. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be everything. And there's going to be a huge focus on recognizing you for your achievements in the past 2 years. But we will also be recognizing new achievements as well. And so this is one of those events, and this is that date of September 26th that I would love for you to put on your calendar, not only because you plan to be there, but because you plan to move your business forward in a big way by then, so that you can be recognized on that stage. I would be a diamond or above attending that event without a shadow of a doubt, because we are also going to be having the night beforehand a very fun cocktail reception, photo shoot, and dinner with all of our diamonds that are an active diamond right before that event. So make that your huge goal. And that's not by chance that we've set this up. We want you to have a goal. We want you to have something that you can put that you can wrap your arms around, you can see it happening, and you can be there, so that you can make that date a priority for you and use our launch of 645 to help you get there. Now more than ever, people need community. They need the total solution. And they also want to be part of a group like this. They also want to be in the room just like you. So make sure you show up. I know that was something to me that was really attractive about coaching, was that what is this awesome group of people doing together? Like, I want to do something awesome like that builds me up, that fills me up. And so watching coaches go to live events and be at live events was something that really helped me want to be a part of this community. And so I want you guys to be there too. So On our team page, on the Fit Fighter Nation page, under the events, there's an event for this for SOAR. That's where you can get your tickets. That's where you can get all of the info and you can tune into all of that information. Okay, so in the chat box, have you gotten your ticket yet? Okay, like let's like not sleep right now. Let's be involved. I want you to be involved in this call. Okay, like do you have your ticket? Okay, and you know that you can invite guests too. Okay, like this is a cool event. Like if you want to invite a spouse, a partner, like a best friend, a mom, a sister, whoever, like invite them to this event, you guys. I know when David attended his first live event with me, it really was a game changer for him understanding and being more invested in understanding what we were doing. He was never an unsupportive spouse. He was more of like an uneducated one. He didn't understand what I was doing. But when he attended a live event, he was like, okay, I get this a little bit better. And so you can invite anyone, like prospective coaches, clients, whatever, guests are welcome and they will have a blast and feel extremely welcome. Don't worry about that. But in the chat box, like, are you guys coming? Okay, I'm so excited about this. I'm going to read this. I want to see what you guys are doing. All right. Yes. Sammy's coming, Stephanie, Jenny, Lindsay, Heather. Heather's coming, Heather Bird is coming, Lindsay's coming. Yes, Sarah, thanks for your support. That's awesome. All right. Okay. So moving forward, I also asked you at that in our June team call, where will you be by this event? Now I've kind of dangled that carrot for you a little bit already, but where will you be in your business by September 26th? Okay, somebody do the math for me. How long is that? Like how many weeks is that? Let's look. I didn't even look to see. I like to think about things like that. So that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 12-ish weeks away. Is that what we decided? Okay, 12-ish weeks away. Okay, so you got about 12 weeks, and that's more than possible for you to make massive changes and just an impact in your business with the number of lives that you can change, the number of teammates you can add to your team, like rank advancing, all kinds of things like that, more than possible. And I keep leading up to this because I really, really believe that this 645 launch will be everything about that. Grabbing onto this and just, I mean, I think back to our team. Our team's major, the times where we've grown the most, the times where we've had the most income coming into your bank accounts has always been with launches where we are excited and we're sharing that belief and that excitement with the world and we're inviting people to be a part of us. I mean, our team, the 21-day fix was like this pivotal moment for our team. Insanity Max 30, pivotal moment for our team. 80-day obsession, huge. 9-week control freak, MBF, all of these launches, coaches that say, okay, I'm going to do this myself and I'm going to invite everybody that I know and their brother to do this with me. They have huge like moments of success in their business. And so I don't want you to sleep on any of this. Okay. So we're getting to the meat of this all is leaning into this launch right now will take you places. Tomorrow, okay, tomorrow is the date that 645 is available for all coaches, current coaches, and newly enrolling coaches. So all of you, all of the coaches in your downline, all of your personally sponsored coaches, right? Coaches on your team that maybe their coaches are MIA, they're like, reach out to everybody you know, but also newly enrolling coaches too, people that are like, girl, I want to do this. I'm ready to do this. This is their program and everyone can get it tomorrow. Okay. Which is exactly what I will be doing tomorrow. Now, tonight, you are going to hear from test group members, which I love this part of our call because they get to tell you everything. All right. They're going to tell you their experiences, some of their stories, their results, who it's perfect for, and I'll even open it to Q&A. So as they're talking, absolutely use the chat box to make sure that you put any questions in there so that they can answer those questions for you or come back to those questions. So make sure you do that. But before I bring them on, okay, I kind of wanted to see where you all were with my man Amwala, AKA the Killa, okay? And I want you to drop all that apply, Okay, this is like, it can be an all of the above sort of question on a quiz. So vote, answer the poll, etc. Who's familiar with our go-to Killa? He's a strength and conditioning and transformation specialist, Amwala Caesar. I know we've had him on a team call already. That was something I shared. We've had all the national wake up call was today with him. We've heard from Amwala, but I want to hear from you. Okay. A, if you follow him on Insta, which I hope everybody can say A. If not, go follow him right now, please. He's amazing to follow. And I love his behind the scenes footage he shares every day. B, you believe Amwala is the man. And I think I spell his name differently every single time. C, you've met him in person, because I know a lot of us have. And you've hugged him in person. Maybe you touched his six-pack in person, right? Like, that's cool. Okay, you can add that to the chat box too. D, you did the work. E, you did the prep. G, you did the 645 sample, or sorry, A, B, C, D, E, F should be you did the 645 sample. G should be you've never done it. You don't know this man. He's just brand new to you. You've never even done the sample workout, which is okay. No judgment. We're gonna change that after tonight. Okay, so I want to see the chat box. Okay, I'm excited to see all of this. Did anybody touch a six-pack? That's what I want to know. And I'm just kidding. He's so fun. He's so amazing. I love him so much. And I'm so excited that so many of you got to be in the test group with him. Okay. I know, Lily, you just finished the work today. Was this your second or third time doing the work? That was your second. Awesome job today. So you did the Crucible today? Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. All right. So Amy, okay. Amy answered correctly. She did the 645 sample today. That's awesome. Look at you guys. Carolyn, don't be sorry. You're fine. Casey's like, no, wait. I know exactly who it is. I know I messed you up. When I hugged him, I kind of touched a six-pack. Lindsay, I know you did. Okay. Like, I know you did. You did on purpose. All right. So we know this guy well, and we're excited about him. I'm so super pumped about him. Okay. I'm going to pull up my notes that I sent you girls today, our test group people. Are you excited about this? I'm so excited about this. Okay. All right. So before we start, I wanted to make sure that you were aware of something super cool that Beachbody's doing. And I know a lot of you guys pick up on this, but you may not. I'm going to open up the 411 Facebook page, and I'm going to play a video for you, which is kind of a promo / information on the 645 commitment. For the first time ever, Beachbody is giving us money, $45 to be exactly, back for completing this program. But they have certain parameters around it too, which were really easy for us to fulfill. So I am going to click on this link and open this page and play this video for you, because I'm super, super excited about this. This is a video you may want to share onto your team pages. That's why I'm going ahead and playing it from the Facebook page so you can find it yourself. But in the Team Beachbody Coach 411 Facebook page, which you should all be following, there's this video. So let's watch it real quick. When it opens on its own time. This video, do you see it? Because I don't see it. I know none of us see it. There we go, starting.
It's about results. This is the 645 commitment.
Don't miss this work. Go be great.
You know there's a pause. I don't know why. Let's be patient here. Try it again.
It's about the total solution. It's about results. This is the
We may just have to share this on a team page. I'm glad that there's words here. Oh, here we go.
Purchase your 645 challenge or completion pack.
Okay, I'm gonna take it back. Here we go.
It's about the total solution. It's about results. This is the 645 commitment.
Don't miss this work. Go be great. Let's go.
And this is a Beachbody first. We're rewarding customers and coaches with $45. All you have to do is purchase your 645 challenge or completion pack by August 31st, and you're now eligible to take part in the 645 commitment.
645 is all about commitment. This is a 6 days a week, 45 minutes a day program. With 645, I'll take you from step 1 all the way to reaching your peak in 13 weeks. We're going to work on the fundamentals. I'm going to teach you how to properly train through coaching cues, form checks, eating modifications. So you build upon each workout week by week.
Just stay committed to your fitness, stay committed to your supplements, and stay committed to your body group so you stay on track. Then, once you finish the program, submit your results to the Beachbody Challenge before December 31st, and we're going to reward you with $45 plus an exclusive free 645 tank or t-shirt as a reward for your commitment.
I need you to commit. It starts with today. I'm going to make sure you reach your peak, but you got to show up. 645 incorporates full body strength training. Get up high, press that dumbbell up. Yeah, I felt that. Cardio and plyometrics. I need drive. And most importantly, activation. This extended warm-up is all about giving you functional mobility, allowing you to finish your workouts feeling less defeated and less sore.
After I do the workout, I feel great. It's just helped me to look at exercise differently. It's helped me to see my body differently. I've lost 37 pounds, 25.5 inches, and 7 inches on my waist.
Well, this program has taught me how to train smarter, and you just have to trust in the process, trust in the science behind this program, and you just see magnificent results.
I lost 30 pounds. I gained so much definition in my arms. Ooh, look at the six pack. Sorry.
It's time to make a choice. Commit to making your health a priority so you can reach your peak.
Be sure to join the 645 commitment to get your $45 plus your free 645 tank or t-shirt.
Come join me. Do that uncomfortable thing that's gonna make you great.
I'm excited. All right. Okay. So going back here to, all right. Okay. So we're ready here for you guys. Okay. So you picked up on some of these small details. Okay. And if you've heard them all this week, you've heard about a lot of this. 6 days a week, 45 minutes a day. It's 13 weeks. So it's a 90-day program, which I think sometimes scares some of us. So I'm hoping that you guys in the test group can kind of talk about that too. Like, oh my gosh, this is 90 days. Like, how in the heck do you commit to a 90-day program, right? 4 days a week, you're doing a lot of the strength workouts. You're doing 1 day a week, you're doing mobility and stability. Saturday's a cardio day, Sunday's a rest day. Every workout starts with an 8 to 10 minute warm up, which I'm super excited about because it reminds me of the rest days and 6 weeks of the work where you really were working on mobility and stability. And I felt like I was actually like working with a physical therapist in my home, and it was so amazing. We're going to get that 1 day a week as well. Our coach window is going to open tomorrow, and I hope all of you are excited about it. And not long after that, the customer window opens. Okay. So just some of those details. All right. Are you guys ready? So tonight we're going to hear from Tanya Nellis. We're going to hear from Sarah Yurka, Heather Smith, and Madison Zellers. They were all like so awesome. They got to be in the 645 test group because they were all success starters. Success starters, this is a huge privilege of being a new coach. This is a huge thing, being a new coach that starts activity in your business right out of the gates. To be a success starter, you hit Success Club for 3 out of your first 6 months in the business. They don't have to be consecutively. However, I know a lot of you guys, it was consecutive for you all in becoming a success starter. So they were all invited to be part of an exclusive coach test group with Mwala. And I think this one was really super special. They were like working out with him in his garage before he was even filming this program, which I think is so crazy cool. And so we're going to take turns having them share their results and their testimonies. Again, as you hear them speak, drop comments, drop questions in the chat box. It's going to be so amazing. Before I turn it over to Tanya, I do just want to share with you some of the results, not only from these test group members are going to be speaking to us tonight, but from other test group members as well. Really, really incredible results, strength results, weight loss results, just all kinds of incredible results, which I'm sure they'll share more of some of those mindset results that they had as well that don't really maybe necessarily come across in a photo, but I know it was really awesome for all of them. Okay, so I'm going to stop my screen share so that I can turn it over to Tanya. All right, so stop my share there. I'm going to put it on speaker view. Okay. All right, Tanya, I'm so glad you're here. This is the second time you're getting to speak to us on a team call. This is so freaking cool. So Tanya, tell us a little bit about the results that you got. I would love for you to tell more as well about your personal experience with the program. I just feel like 90 days, man, that's got to be such a journey. And I can't wait to hear more about that, maybe ups and downs, and maybe your favorite parts about the program, what it was like to be a test group member. So Tanya, take it away.
Thank you, Erin. Hi, Fit Fighter Nation. I am so excited to be here on this guest interview panel again. I can't even tell you how excited I am. So as far as my results go, I lost a total of 7 pounds, 2 inches off of my waist. My core is the best it has ever looked since maybe my early 20s and teens. And I was a dancer, so, but my core is my biggest changes, as well as my mobility. Like you were saying, Erin, on Wednesdays is going to be mobility and agility day. And with that being said, I'm going to tell everyone right now, don't skip it. Don't skip it, because you're going to see huge improvements. Some of you may already know I have scoliosis, and I can now put my foot, like to do the quad stretches, all the way to my booty and hold it without pain. I can just move in so many other directions. And I went golfing with my father on Father's Day, and I got to tell you, I rocked it, especially the last hole. So I was quite impressed in my performance with golf as well. So that was pretty amazing. As far as my experience goes, it was not what I expected at first. I thought we were going to log on to some special tiles in BOD, and that was not the case at all. We were given a secret link with a password. As a matter of fact, when I would share in my Instagram stories, it was my top secret test pilot, because there were certain things we could share at certain times, and they gave us a contract to sign with the criteria mapped out, with the dates and what we could say, when we could say it on social media. So that was interesting and fun. And I would get lots of questions like, oh, you can just tell me, like, what is the equipment and what's this and how is this working? And I was like, So that was a lot of fun. So I got nicknamed by a lot of my challengers, Top Secret Agent 645. So that was a lot of fun. The experience was amazing. You know, we got our little password, we would log in, we would do our workouts. Yes, it's 6 days a week, 45 minutes, but I'm going to tell you something that I want all of you to kind of keep in mind. This is not the work. This is not the prep. Keep that in mind. This is a whole nother ball game that you guys are going to love. And I have never been so excited about the launch and getting early access about a program in my entire Beachbody world. The whole 45 premise of 45 minutes, I was a little intimidated by that. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm getting ready to move. I'm trying to find a house in this crazy market. I'm working, all the things in life that was throwing at me, and I was able to get it done. The first few minutes, the 8 to 10 minutes in the beginning, yes, it's stretching, it's warming up. And I will tell you, that right there makes the rest of it just fly by, and you get it done and you find the time to do it. So don't let that scare you at all. And if anybody has questions about it, tell them just to give it a chance, because it really will fly by and you will find the time for doing that. And then you're off and running. So, and every day you've got a leg day, you've got an upper body day, you've got your cardio day. Sunday is your rest day, but he throws in some foam rolling extras. So I'm excited to get in on that. Foam rollers are cheap, you guys. If you don't have one, go out and find one. I got mine for $5. I will be upgrading to a nicer one here soon, but that's all you need. And you not only will be using it for foam rolling, but you're also going to use it for some of your lifting as an incline press. So keep that in mind. There's also some great moves that you will never have seen before. I swear this program is nothing like I've done or nothing that Beachbody's ever put out before. So I just can't wait for all of you to see it. So as far as being with Amala, he gave me a couple shout outs because we would get live chats with him. That guy is a doll. I was so worried about going into this program, and I thought I have to do this test pilot because this is an awesome opportunity. And I've never done the work or the prep, you guys. I've done the samples, but I've never done them because I was intimidated, thinking, oh my goodness, they talk about that crucible, right, Erin? They talk about that crucible, and I was like, no, I can't do this. But after doing this program with Amala, he is an absolute doll. We got to see a softer side of him from his garage. It was literally amateur videoing. It was hilarious. They would make mistakes. We were right there with them. They would crack jokes. You know, and the power loops, wait till you guys see these power loops. They are so much better. I have latex allergy, so I can't really use the regular loops that they have given us before. These are almost, okay, I'm gonna do my little nursey reference. They're like an East bandage in a way with grippers on the back. So they don't slip, they stay in place, and you get a light resistance and a heavy resistance. So don't be afraid to use the heavy resistance. But absolutely loved Amala, loved our support group that we had through the whole thing. There was a core small group of us of about 4 or 5 that Lindsay Rawart got together for us. And I am so eternally grateful for this group that I really hope, I see you girls, we are going to stay connected because I feel like we have just created a bond through this whole thing that's everlasting. So it's definitely been an awesome experience.
Thank you, Tanya. So proud of you. 7 inches or 7 pounds is incredible. That's
for me, it is absolutely. And those 2 inches off my waist, oh my goodness.
Well, that's a huge difference. Yeah, that's awesome. So proud of your hard work. So thankful for you sharing tonight too. Thanks for being here. You're awesome. All right, I'm going to toss it over to Sarah Yurka. Sarah, I'm so excited. I would see your social media posts pop up, and you did such a great job sharing your experience during 645. And I'm so thankful that you were with our teammates and you got to experience this with them. It was so amazing. But just kind of like Tanya, I would love for you to tell us more about your results and your experiences with the test group. And then if there's anything about this program that kind of surprised you or that you were really nervous about. I know, like Tanya said, some people are nervous to work out with Amala. Like you think it's going to be like 6 weeks of the work. And then also because you're a new coach too, I think it would be super cool for you to tell everybody a little bit more about becoming a success starter and maybe even encouraging some of our coaches to like go for it and why that was worth it, doing some of that work towards becoming a success starter and getting this opportunity. Okay, Sarah, I'll stop talking so you can jump in here.
Thank you, Erin. So my internet has been cutting in and out. I hope that doesn't happen when I'm speaking. Apologies if it does. Thank you, everybody, for having me to speak tonight. I'm super excited to be here. For those of you who don't know me, I am Julie Voris's direct downline. So Julie is my coach. I joined coaching in December and quickly earned the Success Starter Test Group at like the perfect timing. It was like the perfect storm for me. I hit Success Club in December. In January and February, boom, got the Success Starter invite to this test group, found out it was Amala, and then joined forces with Tanya, Heather, and Madison as we forged forward through the 90 days together. So I've done 80-day obsession before. Okay, I did 80-day obsession in summer of 2018 in between some pregnancies and some infertility stuff that we had going on. And I fully started this 90-day program with the expectation that I was going to achieve the same results that I did in 80-day obsession because of the length of the program and the length of the workouts and the number of days a week. I fully expected those results. I lost 5 pounds and 4 inches overall. I will say that I gained weight, inches, not weight, inches, excuse me, in my chest area. So most of my weight loss and inches loss was seen in stage 1. So if you haven't watched a lot about 645, there's 4 stages. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is the performance week. The first 3 stages are 4 weeks. And then the performance week is 1 week long. So I get done with stage 1 and I'm like, yes, yes. And then I went on to stage 2 and stage 3. And while I wasn't seeing the scale move, I took those progress photos, and I cannot stress how important it is for you to tell your challengers and for you personally, as you're diving into new programs, take the photos. Take the photos when they tell you to take the photos, because your scale is not always going to be moving. If you look at my photos, okay, so 5 pounds, great, but you can see muscle tone. You can see the muscles forming there. Regarding surprises, some things that I didn't expect with this program. Well, first of all, the results that I got, physical results. I'll talk about the internal ones in just a moment, but I expected different physical results. Some things that really surprised me about the program was the extensive warm-up. I wasn't prepared for that. However, as a full-time employee and a busy toddler mama, I learned to appreciate that quiet, slow warm-up and stretching. So I would just encourage those of you who have challengers or potential clients, customers that are concerned about the length of time of the program, exactly what Tanya mentioned, I'm gonna just reiterate it. It goes by so fast. Like, you're done before you feel like you even really started. I was also very nervous about lifting heavy because I also compared this program before even starting to 6 weeks of the work, 4 weeks of the prep. I have also done both of those. At the end of the program, I could not believe how heavy I lifted. I had to go out 3 different times to get heavier weights for 645. And I have a similar story to Tanya with her golfing. My husband and I are building a deck, and we dug 8 pole holes for the posts that are like 4 feet deep, you know, a couple inches wide, 8 inches wide, maybe, by hand. And I was able to help do that because of this program, not just because I learned how to lift heavy and I grew into lifting heavy, but because I learned proper form. So that was also something that surprised me with this program, is the education. It's truly like, I felt like I was in, if anybody's ever taken physical therapy before or had an occupational therapist, I literally felt like I was being trained in such a way to prevent injury and to be able to move forward with proper form and progress with my strength training and my mobility with the rest of my life and any future programs that I do. Success Starter. It's so important to think about this opportunity. If you are a new coach and you are still in that window of achieving Success Starter, I'm telling you, it is so worth it. The behind the scenes training and calls that we got with corporate, with other Beachbody trainers, with Autumn, with Alana, about how to navigate through this program before anybody else got to hear about it. And then also how to properly promote the program while we are going through the test group, and then to put us in such a way so when the launch happens, we're ready to hit the ground running with a giant army behind us who's interested, because we learned how to promote it from the very beginning of the test group. I learned so much more than just all the behind the scenes of this test group. I learned all of these amazing things of how to put together my marketing for a program that I plan to incorporate for any program that I start moving forward. For example, and then I'll wrap it up, I remember being in a training with Kristen Delgado, like maybe a few weeks before we started the test group, and she gave us some amazing pointers about how to promote and strike up interest without giving too much detail, because we couldn't share too much right out the gate. And I did a move of the day literally every single day. If you go to my Instagram page, I have a reel for a move of the day every single day. So just something little like that, being able to have the opportunity to learn from elite coaches of how they've done Success Starter test groups in the past, transitioned into how I'm literally doing my marketing for the programs that I do moving forward. I mean, I'm diving into insanity next because I personally need a break from the weightlifting, but I'm still promoting 645. But any program moving forward, I will absolutely be thinking about all of that information, key information that we learned just because we were part of a Success Starter group. I never would have learned it otherwise.
Thank you, Sarah. That was great. That was really good. Yeah, I think that you just convinced everybody to get their booty in gear if they need to become a Success Starter with everything that you were given. It was so worth it, and you took advantage of it. Awesome job, and thanks for your real results and explaining that to us. So proud of you. Thanks for being here. It's so nice to meet you in person as well. Okay, I'm going to pass it over to Heather. Heather was in the 645. Heather Smith, she was in the group as well. And I would love to hear more about your experiences with the test group and the program. And why, honestly, you're excited for all of us to do it, and why you're excited for us to share it with our teams, and how you think it's going to benefit our challengers. And maybe you could speak to that person, Heather, that's doubting even trying it because they're like, yeah, nope, not for me. Okay, Heather, excited to hear from you, girl.
Hi, thanks for having me. Next time, put me first so I do not have to follow those two amazing ladies, because I really feel like they touched everything and I have nothing left to add, but I'll try. For me, I will agree with exactly what Sarah said. For me, like, phase one was my hot spot. Like, I actually dropped like 8 pounds in phase one, but my overall results are only 2 pounds. But I didn't lose or gain any inches when I finished. My scale went up 7 pounds in muscle though. So that was a huge gain for me, a gain that I don't see in my photos, a gain I don't see in my measurements, but it's a gain that I do see in my endurance and my just like everyday workouts. I don't know. I totally blinked there. But I am super stoked about the program because of what it did for me as far as an education base. Like, Umwala feeds you education every day in this workout, and so much in phase one that, like, I mean, I couldn't do a squat before this program. Like, there was no squatting and I couldn't figure out why. And I kept forcing it, and it felt like I was hitting a wall. And it turns out that I just have dancer's hips that are anteriorly rotated, and I can't squat with my knees forward. I have to point my toes out, and guess what? I can squat. And that's made huge gains for me in working out. And so just the amount of education that he's going to pour into you, like, you're going to give up in the moment thinking I can't do this. And then he goes, oh, does that hurt here? Well, you need to activate over here because you're not doing it correctly. And he sits there and it literally feels like Umwala is like hovering over you, yelling at you because you're not form checking. He constantly will say, form check. Are you doing this? Are you doing that? And I loved the education that I got out of it. And this was not the Success Starter group that I wanted to be in, that I was excited about. Like, my husband was doing the crucibles downstairs, and I like straight up went to Erin and was like, this is not me. Like, I don't want this. Like, can I get a retake? Can I do something different? And she's like, oh my gosh, Umwala is amazing. Just shut up and give it a try. And I did. And I loved it. And I they really took all my talking points. Like I'm over here like, but so I think that this is a functional training workout that is going to benefit everybody. Everybody. I mean, the education that you're going to get from it is going to benefit all fitness levels. And the intensity that you get from this program is going to be what you put in it. So like if you are starting out in your journey, you're just not going to be lifting as heavy. And like he even says, like if you can't lift it, don't lift it. Like don't use the weight. Start it with just your body weight. And if you're a more seasoned person, you're going to lift heavier. And so what you put into this workout is definitely what you're going to get out of it. So I forget what else you asked me to cover.
No, I think that's great. It's kind of like if people are thinking, they're kind of like almost doubting if they should do it or not sure they should do it. What are your thoughts on that? They're kind of like, yeah, doesn't really sound like my thing. But I mean, I'm in this camp where I almost feel like, just from listening to you all and listening to him, I almost feel like it should be everybody's first program, right? I mean, I'm like, I feel like everybody should do this because even with 21 Day Fix, which is normally where we gear people towards beginners, you're getting the great nutritional foundation, but we're jumping into these 30-minute workouts and doing cardio with weights when we may not already have our functional fitness down. And that's what I love about him is I feel like we learn how to do things the right way in the safe way. And even learning the importance of mobility and stability. I'm in that camp right now where I'm like, I feel like I can't wait to do this once so I can understand it, so that I can confidently start everyone with this. I don't know what you think about that, Heather.
No, I honestly do think that it would be a great starting point because I mean, like there have been many programs that I've stopped and failed out on because I couldn't do something functionally that really wasn't my issue. I just didn't know how to do it properly for me. So no, I definitely think that this is a program for everybody, and there really shouldn't be a hesitation because this isn't anything like Omwalla has pushed out previously.
There's no 100, whatever you did today, Lily. I don't even remember everything in the Crucible. 100 diamond push-ups or something crazy like that, right? I was like, what the heck? Yeah, and he even says that. And I remember him saying that he's created all this bonus content too, where those of us who want to take it up a notch will be able to do that. And then also where there's, I don't know what he called it, if he did this with you guys, where he calls it some sort of test where you're kind of testing yourself throughout it. I don't know, maybe someone wants to speak to that, but almost kind of like if you're dealing with any sort of form issues, or what does he call them? Like somethings with your maladjustments or somethings with your body, that you're able to correct that as the program goes on.
So Sarah, it looks like Sarah wants to say something, but there's definitely aspects of it where like we worked on our range of motion and our flexibility, and he focuses majorly on hip flexors because we spend so much time sitting that we aren't stretching our hip flexors out, and that's a lot of our problem. And so like for me, the one that I chose through this testing was like we did a 90-90 knee rotation, and the whole goal is to be able to get your knees comfortably to the ground both ways. And so you're like testing your mobility each time.
Gotcha. That's really cool. I love that. I think a lot of us as moms, we kind of messed up our bodies a little bit by carrying babies on hips and doing different things that maybe we'll be able to correct some of those issues that are going to down the road cause back problems, knee problems, things like that. So super excited. Well, Heather, I thought it was perfect. Like you did a great job. You talked about different things. So that was really good. So thank you so much, Heather. Proud of you. All right, I'm going to toss it over to Madison. And I just want to give a shout out to Madison as well. She was like my point person for organizing the troops on this call. So Madison got like 1 million messages from me. So thank you, Madison, for putting up with me. But I just wanted to invite you on, Madison. I know you had an amazing experience with this program too, and had some really great results. So talk about your experience, but we haven't talked about nutrition or supplements much yet. And I'm really excited the Portion Fix is getting a makeover, and Autumn's bringing in intermittent fasting. I know that you all were aware that Autumn did that. That Amwala did. I mean, Amwala's done intermittent fasting for 4 years, and we're finally going to learn how to adapt intermittent fasting into the Portion Fix, which I'm really excited to learn more about tomorrow. But Madison, tell us about your results, your experience with the program, nutrition, supplements, things like that you use. I'll just let you fill in the blanks of everything we haven't talked about yet.
Sure. Can you guys hear me okay?
Mhm.
Okay. So again, Erin, thank you for having me. And I'm so excited to see you all. And Tanya, I have never seen you live in movement. So this is great getting to see you and to see everybody. But so my personal results, I lost 7 pounds and 9 inches. So most of my inches were like bust, waist, and around my hips. Those were the biggest areas that I saw most of my weight loss. As far as products and supplements that I used during this, Collagen, Energize, Hydrate, Recover, and Shakeology, I will 100% say that you have got to use your supplements. Recover helped so much, even though I didn't experience a ton of muscle soreness. I couldn't imagine not having it throughout this program. Like, that was huge. Shakeology is a no-brainer. Obviously, that is something that ever since I've started, that is what I've been using. And I went all in with my nutrition. I have been all in on my nutrition for a long time now, but I chose to follow the Portion Fix during this program. And we did have those trainings with Autumn Calabrese talking about what we should follow as far as intensity wise goes. I know I have had questions from some of my challengers, like, which plan did you follow during that time? And I would say that I stuck to what was suggested was like a moderate intensity as far as the Portion Fix goes. But I think some of the other girls did 2B mindset during this. I don't know if you guys can type in the chat, but we all kind of did different, we weren't all following just the same nutritional program during this. But yeah, I would say 2B mindset and switched. Okay. Yeah. So your nutrition's huge, and it always is. So I would say, just find one and stick to it. As far as Amwala as, a super trainer and his knowledge, I would say the biggest thing for me personally has been that I have zero pain. That is a huge thing that I have been talking about with everybody, is that as a mom and as a dental hygienist, I'm hunched over in the same position every single day. I prior to this, I would have really bad neck pain. Lower back pain was really bad for me. And so having absolutely no pain throughout from start to finish for 13 weeks, I never had a knee pain. I never had any of that. And I was lifting like 30 to 40 pounds, that I grew to that with my dumbbells. So, excuse me. So yeah, as far as like no pain at all, and being able to lift my children and like run with my children and not have any pain and not have to worry about that. That was a really big thing for me. Excuse me, I'm choking on my own spit here. But yeah, I would say that, Amwala really focuses on movement as medicine. And he talked about that a lot with us. And this program was definitely like the medicine that I needed, being a busy mom of 3. So, as far as when this program first starts out, I want to talk with you guys about that first that first stage that you're in, it's going to be kind of a slow start. And the reason for that is because he wants to make sure that you get the moves down, that you're doing the moves correctly. Because if you don't focus on your mobility, stability, all of that, he's going to blow past you in these last couple of stages. So he wants to move slow and get all these functional movements down, and then the process will speed up. So I know a lot of the girls in our test group were like, this isn't a huge calorie burn for me. And everybody was freaking out about the calorie burn. It's not always about the calories that you burn, guys, because the muscles that you're building, muscle burns fat. We know that. So the more muscle that you gain and you're learning the proper way to do it, that calorie boost will come. You know, on those cardio days, you're going to get that calorie boost that you're burning. But talk with your challengers through that will come. Just trust the process, and just make sure that, you know, you're getting those moves down, because it will, he will kind of move past you. So, but yeah, I think this is a perfect program for anybody, especially because we're kind of getting to a point where COVID is slowing down and people are starting to go back to work right now. So they've been hunched over their computers and they've been looking down at their computers, and their posture has been terrible. So this program is going to help to get them that mobility and flexibility back and get them feeling better. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. So.
That's perfect. Yeah, when I just put this in the chat box, when you talked about posture at the computer, I think we all went like this. Oh wait, I'm not sitting down. I'm not doing that. No, Madison, that was perfect. And I'm glad that you touched on nutrition. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm going to jump into intermittent fasting. I know that there's been so many people talking about it, and knowing that Amwala's done it for 4 years and that he follows the 16-8 method, like I'm just really excited to jump into that. And I think it always is great for us to kind of adapt and change and try new things. And you all did that. And I'm so proud of all of you all in test group. Oh my gosh, like what an amazing opportunity. And I'm totally 100% jealous, but super proud of you. And oh my gosh, like our next test group, what's that going to be, on a bike? Like seriously, success starters, let's go. Okay. Like amazing opportunities are coming your way. I mean, so many awesome things. So thank you all so much. If you guys have anyone, or if you have any questions whatsoever, drop them in the chat box. I'm going to kind of keep going here with my screen share and wrap this up with my launch plan of what I'm kind of preparing for and thinking about as well. Oh, it just said something went wrong. That's okay. I'll just leave it on this screen right here. Let me just close that. Okay, so we saw everybody's results, but I want to get into kind of the launch plan. Now, this is kind of small. I take a screenshot, but I also have a screenshot of it. I'll upload it to the team page because I'm not going to go through every detail here. But Julie just asked this question, so it's perfect timing for this. But like, when is everybody going to jump into and start their programs? I'm going to see if I can present this now. Okay, good. I can now. So for me, I'm going to start my challenge group on July 19th. Okay, that's the Monday after Summit. And that's because, and when you hear me on this is what I'm doing. It's not what you have to do. It also is, it matches up with my summer plans and travel plans. Like it's fine for me. So you have to do whatever works for you. But I'm going to open a 645 only group on BOD groups. And I'm going to leave that enrollment open until the end of August. So I'm going to open it, I'm going to start it, and I'm going to welcome people and help people get started into that 645 test group, challenge group, boot camp, whatever you want to call it, until the end of August. Because I believe that as I start and continue and do the program, that I will be able to each week confidently invite people to that. I also have this just really, really strong belief that I think everyone should do this. Okay, because of the practical reason behind it. And so I'm going to open this group, but keep enrollment open. Okay. But this week, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the program tomorrow and start it. I am traveling for Summit. I will be gone almost all of next week. So what I'm doing is what I'm calling a preview week. I'm not starting, I'm doing a preview week. And that's so that I can do and show, just kind of like Sarah was saying, a move of the day, right? Like I can talk about this and it gives me time to be able to share this and invite people to it. But I'm also going to open an info group or a launch group, which is a separate Facebook group that I populate information and create incentives and FOMO, fear of missing out, and all the things that people need to know about this program, the sample, the promo, the details, the what's the what, right? Answering questions. And so that everybody that I share the sample with, everybody that is interested in learning more info, they're going to be placed into an info and launch group, which also works well for me since I will be gone for almost a week next week. It's just kind of like it allows things to flow on their own, and it allows me to have the info there, populate people into it, know who to follow up with, know who's interested. I recommend, I mean, I love info launch groups. I've done this many, many times before, but like if you're a Diamond or Star Diamond coach, consider opening an info or launch group for your downline so that you can all use it together. My info and launch group will not be just for me. I will be sharing my info and launch group with almost all of my PS coaches or anybody who wants to be a part of that. Okay. And so I recommend that you do the same. I purchased my hype group or my launch group content from Pixel and Hue. It's wonderful. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You could join together with other coaches and chip in. It was $32. And I purchased content that makes my life super easy, and they did all the hard work for me. So I highly recommend that, you guys. Okay. Work smarter, not harder. The investments you make in your business always pay back like times 4 or 5 or 6. Okay. So just so you know that. But I'm going to start on this, and I'm going to do an entire week, and I'm going to share it, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to start a preview week tomorrow. Every single day this week, I'm going to talk about it on social media, and I'm going to invite people to learn more info. But as I'm also diving into my coaches, like launch week is the week where you do it as a coach and you invest in it and you get it yourself, but you also help your coaches get started, as well as your new customers get started. Okay, your current customers, the ones that are already in your database, the people who are already in your challenge groups, you're having the conversation with the people who are right in front of you and helping them get started. And then the weeks after that, that's where you start enrolling those new coaches and you start reaching out beyond that. And you start openly inviting people on your stories and social media, inviting them to your launch groups. And now next week, what I'm gonna do is on Wednesday, I'm gonna open up my 645 group. On Thursday, we'll start prepping. And then on Sunday, it'll be my last call to start with me tomorrow. Okay. And that's pretty much every week will be that way, where I'm inviting people to start on Monday. The last open enrollment will be on August 30th, and then continuing on through that. So on July 19th, the group will start, but the doors aren't closed. The doors stay open, because why would we close the doors on something that we feel like every single person needs? Okay. So I will be running a 645 group and a general group, but the goal is that everybody's in my general group is going to come over and do this with me, because I don't know why they would not. Okay. Unless they just don't want to invest in anything yet. Okay. So that's kind of what my plan is. But basically what you should do tomorrow, this is my opinion. Tomorrow, get the program. Okay. Figure out which one you need. Like, do you need a challenge pack? Is your bod going to be renewing? Honestly, I really think that if you look to see when your bod is renewing, if it's going to renew between now and October, it might be a good idea to cancel your bod subscription and re-up with a new one with the challenge pack, because the deal is so good to get a challenge pack. If you need performance supplements or you need Shakeology, you want to get the new cookies and creamy, this is a really great time to do that because the value is so good. The challenge packs, the basic challenge packs are $160. And the challenge packs come with the loops. I think Tanya was talking about, well, they're not called loops, are they? I forgot what they're called, but they're totally different. They're much better in terms of the quality. They're not going to pull at your legs or anything like that. I know David always complains about those loops like pulling his leg hairs. That's not going to happen because they're cloth loops. You can wash them. They're really, really great and durable. So you're going to get those in all of your challenge packs. Tomorrow on the team page, I'll drop all of the challenge pack options, but you guys also have access to all of those in the Coach Online office. But next, like tomorrow, I'm going to just be freaking excited like a kid at Christmas about this new program, why I'm excited about it, and why I think it's going to be awesome for other people. Okay. How it's going to benefit them. Okay. What's in it for them, not for me, for them. I'm going to do it. I'm going to preview it so you can see it, to see if you want to do it with me. Okay. And it's going to be great for you because, and that's going to be kind of my mindset this week. So all the reels, all the posts, all the stories, all of the good stuff. I will open my launch group tomorrow as well and start adding people to it, because as people see me talk about it and see you talk about it, they're going to wonder, okay, and every single person that's watching you, that's following you, that's like on your stories, they all need to be added and invited to your launch and info groups to see if they want to do this with you. One of the things I'm going to do tomorrow too is go through my Coach Online office and get ideas for people to invite who maybe did an Amwala program before, or who have not been engaged within the business for a while, meaning they have not had a Shakeology subscription for a while, or they re-upped their Beachbody On Demand, but they're not really actively doing anything else, and I'm not seeing them be present. So I'm going to update my invite list tomorrow, and I'm going to be reaching out to all my coaches being like, let's go, you guys, like, let's do this. So that's kind of what my plan is tomorrow. It's all focused on the launch. So on launch day, I feel like a lot of people think like, I've got to be building all of these carts or I suck as a coach. And I think the opposite is actually like, that's not true at all. What you can do on launch day as a coach is to invest in the program and start it, because it's what we all need. Okay. It's exactly what we all need. And we will be able to confidently share it based on the testimonies that we heard tonight, but also from doing it ourselves. That's why coaching works, because it's about sharing our experiences with others and helping to relate to them. And so if you try your own preview week, you're going to be like, I get it, right? Because even me watching as many calls and trainings as I can and listening to these gorgeous women tonight speak, I still am like, okay, but I kind of sort of don't get it, right? I need to get it so that I can confidently share it with others, because to me, it's not about a sale. It's about changing a life. It's about making an impact. It's about helping someone else spread their wings so they can soar. It's about helping another dental hygienist who has neck and back pain to no longer have that. And I want to feel that too. Right? I want to understand that myself so I can speak to that, because that is huge, right? And so if we have the experience, we will be able to do that really confidently. So I really highly encourage all of you to lead by example tomorrow, and to be ringing the bell that you got your pack so you can try this, right? And then so you can lead from the front and show other people why they need to be doing this with us too. But at the end of the day, like this is all about that wave, and it's all about spreading those wings. It's all about like this action. What's cool about a launch is it gives you a reason to take action, and it gives you something to get excited about. And when you are taking action and you're excited about it, really awesome things transpire in your business naturally. And so please, the last thing we can do is sit back and watch and wait to see how is this going to work for everybody else. No, that's not what we do. Okay. Don't sit back and wait, and don't be like, well, I actually just wanted to finish, 80-day obsession because I'm on day 30 and I'm going to finish that. Oh, come on, you guys. Like, let's go with the wave of momentum here. Finish 80-day obsession another time if you've already freaking done it. Okay. It's time to do something that's going to break plateaus, that's going to move the mountain and the needle forward in your business, right? A business owner is not going to put out, like I always use my friend Allison as an example in her boutique. She's not going to put out all the new clothing line from this year and not wear a single piece of it, right? She's going to put it on and she's going to take photos of herself and other people in them to show me that I need to walk in her store and get something from her new clothing line that just launched. And I will do it because it's cute as hell, right? And so the same thing, like if you are a business owner and you truly, authentically want to move your business forward, which our business is about changing lives, then we use the products and the programs that are hot and that people are talking about, that Beachbody's doing everything for us right now to help market them, and we do it, okay? Because it's what other people need right now. They've already done all the research and the work. They know what people need right now. They put it together with Amwala and they're giving it to us. So finish the program later and let's go, okay? Like, let's just do this. So let's start on July 19th or the date that works for you, because I know people are traveling, and let's just do this together, okay? So last thing here is what you wanna do is you wanna wake up tomorrow knowing what your personal and business goals are with this program and this launch, right? You know it. Like, we're not gonna wake up and just see if people wanna do it. No, we have to have more conviction and focus than that. We have to wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm going to help 20 women start with me. And it may be a number that scares you and it seems crazy, okay? But if I wake up tomorrow and I say, I want to help 20 women, I want to help 20 women, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a little bit more focused and intentional when it comes to getting to work. I'm more likely to show up and do the work that I know I need to do because I've set this goal for myself. If we know that it's going to change people the way that it's changed just our own teammates' lives, right? We need to get on the back end of this as well. And we need to push up this mountain and we need to help climb that mountain together. And we'll do that with this program, okay? So we need to know how many people we want to help. And honestly, I think since it's a coach launch, how many teammates will you enroll with this program as well? Because the thing of it is that I bet the new teammate that I enroll tomorrow, Jennifer, I bet she has a couple people that could also benefit from this program too. And so let's enroll some new coaches so they don't only benefit themselves, but they can see how they can help other people benefit from this as well. Okay, so I'm pumped. I can't wait to do it. I'm so excited about this. So just logistically speaking, just please know that I am going to be sharing the slides so that you guys have those, so that you have them, and I'll upload this to YouTube immediately. I know this call was a little bit longer, but we had to make 4 amazing women share with us tonight, so I think it was well worth our time. You guys, I'm so excited. Are you guys ready to jump on board tomorrow? I'm so excited. Okay. I got my content. Yeah. Okay. Jenny answered for you. Good deal. Okay. You guys, let's take a quick pick and let's call it a night. We have work to do early in the morning tomorrow. Thanks so much for staying on tonight. Okay. Let's see your faces. We got you guys muted here. Your videos are muted. So let's see your faces. I'll wait for a moment here. Okay. All right. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. You guys are great. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you later.